What is going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with a free pick from the Iowa State versus Syracuse college basketball matchup. It's going down on Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. Before I get to the free pick, if you are looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, the ones that I have the most money on every single day, you can find those at Pickdawgz.com by clicking the premium picks or the experts tab at the top of the page. You can also click the link in the description of this video below. We have so much free pick content here at Pickdawgz that the plays on the premium side are the best of the best. That's what Pickdawgz Premium is for. We went 9-2 on the premium side in college hoops on Tuesday, so let's make sure it's something you check out. We've also got our Inner Circle VIP. It's something that we've been mentioning a lot in our videos as of late. It's not something that's for everyone. It is for those who are placing larger bets of at least $1,000 or more per game, which is the requirement to be accepted into the service. But we've had a lot of big bettors and high rollers join this club already. They're having a lot of success early on with the one-on-one coaching, the bankroll management, the early releases. So if this sounds like something that's for you, text the number or call the number on the screen and we will get you some more information. But let's get to this one. Between Iowa State and Syracuse, it is a consolation matchup in the Players Era Festival from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Iowa State knocked off Creighton 78-60, while Syracuse fell short against Kansas 71-60. And it was just one of those things where, the layout of this Players Era Festival tournament was just so weird. You had to go 2-0 and you had to have the highest point differential. There was no real bracket. And Iowa State was one of the teams that unfortunately lost out because of the point differential. There were just so many other teams just scored and won by margin more than they did. There's that 1 point win over St. John's that didn't really do them any favors. But then they beat up on Creighton, and that's still a solid win for Iowa State. And this is still a matchup and a game that is going to count towards their overall record, just like any other in-season tournament. And what we've seen from Iowa State is that they've been really solid just on the defensive end of the floor. They're sixth in adjusted defensive efficiency this season. And this is, an Iowa State team under TJ Otzelberger that defense has been their calling card, but they also balance it out with a really efficient offense. Now, we have seen, guys like Taman Lipsy be banged up. But they still got Joshua Jefferson, Milan Momcilovic, he's been playing well. Killian Touré's been stepping up too. This is just a really good Iowa State team that just knows what they do very well, and then they just execute it. Syracuse, on the other hand, they went in and they played Houston in that first game of the tournament and went toe-to-toe with the Cougars, and then just came out flat against Kansas. They were just kind of suffocated by Kansas in that game, which is what Kansas has done to a lot of inferior teams, especially in this tournament where they played Notre Dame and Syracuse, to where they basically just held them down for 40 minutes and just slowly pulled away over the course of the game. And I don't think it's going to get any better here for Syracuse. I think that Iowa State is just clearly the better team here. I think Iowa State, uses their physicality and imposes their will on Syracuse here. And the Orange just are not a team I'm looking to back offensively. They can't hit their threes. The only area where they've been able to do damage is inside the perimeter. And you got an Iowa State defense that is still a top 80 defense in terms of defending the 2-point shot. Now, the same can kind of be said for Iowa State going up against Syracuse's defense, but again, we've seen Syracuse struggle in the first couple games of this, Players Era Festival. They allowed Houston, to shoot 11 of 27 from three, and they committed a lot of fouls in that game. They did only hold them to 33.3% from 2-point range. Kansas shot about 40%, but this, like I said, is an ultra-efficient Iowa State offense that just finds ways to get inside. And Syracuse is the second worst free throw shooting team in the country against Division I competition, so they leave a lot of points at the foul line. I just think this is a game where Iowa State, like I said, I think they just pull away over the course of the second half, kind of like Kansas did, win this game by double digits, maybe by 12 points or so. So I'm going to take Iowa State here, lay the 8.5. That's going to be my free pick. Thank you so much for checking out this free pick video. Again, if you like this content, smash that thumbs up. Let me know who you guys like in this game in the comment section below. And remember, if you're looking for my best bets, you can head to Pickdawgz Premium, or you can click the link in the description of this video below and use the promo code PICK, it's PICK, at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. Good luck, and we'll see you guys soon.